powerful sorceress and healer. If I activate this ray gun, I will make a hole in the wall and see them get undressed. Now to activate it. Any second now, away! Beastman, I told you to charge it. Now the fucking alarm's gone off.
The evil unwanted vipers are charging. What reported that say?
You insufferable hairy-ass bastard! You fucked it again! I fucking hate you!
Rarely does one find such a handsome specimen. Odo. Alright, it's time for my take on these action figures. And as you can expect, so Nicholas Galitzine, Camila Mendez, Alison Brie, and more look at their own action figures. Can we get a focus on that, please? Let's not mock what I try to do here. Can you all see that? Barely? Yeah, that's good. There we go. So here, everybody's looking at their own action figures. And I think Nicholas Galicine's still in his 20s, is he not? Looks to be still in his 20s. There's one comment in this article. I'll take a look at the one comment. But now we're going to look at this. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's put on some ambient music, can we? Let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to look at these and I'm going to tell you which versions of these figures do I like overall. And when I say overall, I mean over the course of 45 years. Okay? Now, let's go over the first one. So here we got, these are other figures that have been selling online. We've had so many action figures. I'll tell you what. Before He-Man, you had 12-inch G.I. Joe dolls. There's been so many different versions, right? But you didn't have the kind of action figures we have now. But now the figures you see are in part because of He-Man, because of Skeletor, because of Mattel. So what we're going to do is take a look. Now, this is the first one. This is He-Man. So, right away, I could tell, I mean, it looks nice. It's a very simple design. And, I mean, it's not too bad. Like I said, I'm not going to buy from Mattel directly. I may buy secondhand. I'll definitely buy from eBay. But here it is from the sword. Now, let's see if there's any descriptions about it. There is the packaging right there, which is very reminiscent of Masterverse. They were coming up with new lines. Somebody had predicted far back as December 2024 that there would be a new lines, a Chronicle line. So they were proven right. So with this, let's see if there's any descriptions. This He-Man figure delivers collector-level detail with a movie-accurate design, featuring the hero's iconic armor, weapons, and the likeness of actor Nicholas Galitzine, with 30 points of articulation, plus a signature power sword and interchangeable hands. It's built for dynamic posing and display. Well, we'll get to Battle Cat in a moment. We finally saw Battle Cat. I will say with this one, it's okay. What will I rank this one? I'm going to give it a 2.8 out of 5. Now, my favorite He-Man, of course, this is my favorite MOTU He-Man figure of all of them. It's this one. This is the Masterverse edition of the 2021 He-Man. So I like this one. I'm always a sucker for the animated characters, but I like the detail that was put into this. So this is my favorite He-Man figure that I like more than the Nicholas Galitzine one. So, yeah, sorry. I like what they're doing, but I always have to rank this one the highest of the high. So let's go to the next one. Okay, coming up at number 2 is Battle Cat. So here we have, this is Battle Cat. It's not too bad. It's actually reminiscent of the Masters of the Universe Revelation version of Battle Cat, which is not a bad one. I would say I would rank this one. So the armor looks good. I kind of like the Revelation one a bit more. But for this one, I'm going to give it, let's see, crafted with collector level detail, this figure features a screen accurate design inspired by the live action film, highlighted by a muscular sculpt, lifelike glass eyes, and posable jaw. Removable saddle and head armor allow for a customizable display, enhanced realism. It looks like it has a lot of points of articulation. You see in the legs and the back legs. So for this one, I'm giving it a 4.5. I would say that the Revelation Battle Cat's a little bit better, closer to a 5. Next up is Man at Arms. So let's take a look at it. That's Idris Elba in armor. And let's take a look at the description. This Chronicles Man at Arms figure celebrates the 2026 live-action Masters of the Universe film with collector-level detail, with the movie-accurate design featuring the likeness of Idris Elba, 30 points of articulation, signature mace blaster interchangeable hands. It's built for dynamic posing and display. So what will I give this one? How will I rank it? Again, a 2.8. If you wanted to ask me what my favorite Man-at-Arms figure would be, I think it would be more like, I think it'd be somewhere between Revelation Masterverse figure, or there's also the original 2000X, not the reissues from Origins or anything like that, but the original 2000X Man-at-Arms. Oh, we look at Teela, and oh my god, she has a fucking gun. Okay, why does she have a gun? Teela does not need a gun. See, you give her a staff. See, here's what I would have done, okay? I would have given her a heavy staff so that she could do kicks and things. Like she could do, like, okay, you give her 2 staffs, okay? A lightweight one so that Camilla can move it around a bit, and then a heavy one where she could just like stand it, right? You stand it like you're standing a pole. You don't want to do any stripper pole stuff, but like you stand it like a pole, and then you can kick enemies with while you're hanging onto the pole, right? So nothing slutty, but just something that's like something cool. Because with that snake staff is that's her primary fucking weapon. So I have to take off points for that. I'm sorry. There's just no way you're putting Teela without her snake staff. But okay, it looks like Camilla. Let's take a look. So there's Camilla Mendez. And let's see. Oh, look, she's happy. She's happy with it. Look at that. I'd say she has more enthusiasm than Sarah Michelle Gellar, don't you? Anyway, let's take a look. Designed with collector-level detail, this movie-accurate figure captures the heroic, iconic armor, weapons, and the likeness of actress Camilla Mendez. 30 points of articulation, heroic warrior goddess, comes equipped with a sword, rifle, and blaster. She doesn't need a rifle. An interchangeable head featuring a bun hair. Oh, a bun hairstyle. Okay. So I have not seen the bun hairstyle, but let's take a closer look if we can see that. So there is the bun hairstyle. I mean, it's Camilla Mendez as Teela. You're either going to like this or not. I would not rank this high. Let's see. So let us now, before we get to Triclops, let's rate this one. I'll give it a 3.3 because she is cute as Teela, so we'll get her that. I just don't care for the rifle, so that points off for that. But my favorite Teela will always be this one here. This one is like, it's really good. She's got her snake staff. Now, I'm not counting the Mondo. I'm not ranking among the Mondo stuff because the Mondo stuff's expensive. The statues are expensive. So that's a whole separate. They're always great, but with action figures you can afford and you can buy, this is the Teela figure, I think. Probably more than the classics, but this one I like the most. We got Triclops. Seems like the only people not wearing pants are He-Man and Skeletor. So everybody's got a change of wardrobe here. This is Triclops. And I'm not sure I forgot which actor's playing Triclops. These are more like extra actors who are more stunt actors. The Chronicles Triclops figure, level detail, 30 points. So he's got a cybernetic-eyed villain, comes equipped with the long-barreled blaster accessory and an extra set of hands. I would say that how would I rate this figure? What would I give it? Give it a 3. But I think my favorite version of Triclops is the figure I did not buy, which was the Revelation version where he's a cultist. So he's like practicing machines over magic. So he's got 2 different outfits, actually. I thought that was neat. So this is probably the best Triclops figure you'll ever find. And the name is Skeletor. So here we have Skeletor. No down armor. I do believe it's reminiscent of a certain figure that I'll show in a moment. But it looks like Skeletor. It feels like Skeletor. So we got 30 points of articulation here. It's Jared Leto with a skull face. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I don't think it's the best Skeletor figure, obviously. He's got his Havoc staff accessory. No sword. So he doesn't have a sword of his own, just the Havoc Staff. I do recall that in one of the stories, Skeletor's sword can turn into the two half swords. His Havoc swords can turn into the staff, so he can change his weapon. But before we get to Evil Lyn, let's rank this one. What are we ranking this one? What am I going to give the score for this? 3.5. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I think it's probably so far the best of these. But how hard is it to make those, the Skeletor blue and purple? But it functions and looks like Skeletor. And let me show you my favorite Skeletor figure. You have to be living under a rock if you didn't think I was going to choose the animated Skeletor from 4 or 5 years ago, right? This is the 2021 3D Skeletor. So, yeah, I just like this one. And of course, this one doesn't have the bottom harness straps. He doesn't have that. So, still one of my favorites. Very animated looking. Looks like it came from Wind Waker. So this one I rank a lot. This is probably my favorite Skeletor by far. There's other versions, of course, where he turns into the big monster. That one I like, but it's kind of hard. It's not the traditional Skeletor, but this one is more traditional. I like his Havoc Staff. This is what he chose instead of the sword. Evil Lyn, that's Alison Brie. So with Alison Brie, let's take a look. There she is. Couldn't be prouder, I guess. I was like, so you had Nicholas Galitzine, you had Alison Brie, and you had Camila Mendes pose with the figures. So edgier, extra articulated figure. So the warrior comes with their magical staff as well as an extra set of hands. Back in the days, we didn't have extra set of hands. What you got was what you got. The arms and the legs were all one piece. And you have to understand that Teela and Evil Lyn couldn't bend their legs. Their legs were stiff like Barbie dolls. So if I really had to rank this particular figure here, this one here, what will I rank this one? I'm going to say 3.5. I think I would tie it with this one here from 2002. This one I bought loose a long time ago, but I'm going to say there's a lot of detail in the other figure, even though she's wearing pants. And now, you know what I mean? So everybody's wearing pants. That's crazy. But this one edges out a little bit. But I like Alison Brie's version. They're both fine. They're fine the way they are. And now we have to go by what I think is going to be the winner here. Trapjaw. This is Trapjaw. So let's take a good look at this one, because I don't think we got many pictures of him. That's Trapjaw. That actually doesn't look too fucking bad, does it? So he should have interchangeable arms here. Yes, he's got a hook and he's got a knife. There he is there. Yeah, that doesn't look too fucking bad, does it? Cronus becomes Trapjaw. So the Chronicles Trapjaw, no pun intended. It's got the likenesses of Sam C. Wilson. Let's see, with a hook attachment. So it's got like at least 2 arms, if not 3. I'd be surprised if it has like a gun arm, but hopefully it does. Hook attachment, the likenesses of... So Mechanical Jaw Menace is packaged in premium display. What will I rate this one? So let's see. What shall I rate Trapjaw? I'm going to give it a 4.8. I would say that I rank Trapjaw the highest, with, let's see, Trapjaw being the highest, Evil Lyn second, Teela third, and I would say Man-at-Arms kind of at the bottom. I would say He-Man and Man-at-Arms are at the bottom. Skeletor ranks a little higher. Battle Cat would rank... Battle Cat, I think I ranked higher, did I not? I think I ranked it higher, yeah. So I liked Battle Cat. So I would say Battle Cat and Trapjaw tie for number 1. But I like Trapjaw a little more. So below that is Evil Lyn, and then Teela, right? And then Skeletor goes below Teela. But then He-Man and Man-at-Arms are way at the bottom. So that's my take. These look amazing from Mattel. Well, I'm a little bit of a harsher judge. I'm gonna be a bit of an asshole. I know Mega J Retro has given his take and Pixel Dan, but I'm gonna be a cockhead and just say, well, So we're gonna leave it on Trapjaw's likeness there. And have you seen these figures yet? What do you like about them? What don't you like? Will I be buying these from Mattel? I have to, this would mean making my peace with Mattel. Now, there's a good chance that I may see these somewhere before they're out, before the movie's out. If I see it secondhand, especially from eBay, or if a vendor is selling them, through a dealer, I'll buy it from them. But I guess at some point, I'm not going to join Club Grayskull. I'm not going to be buying the play sets. I don't want to be doing all that stuff. And Mattel is the corporation that does what they want to do. Okay? I praise Mondo a little bit more, but Mondo's very expensive. But it's very hard to collect figures like this these days. So anyway, that's it. Praise to Trapjaw. I think Trapjaw edges out above Battlecat, but we could put Trapjaw on Battlecat, and then Battlecat will turn and try to bite him, just like in the painting with Panther and Skeletor.